or Kitchen Bob, whatever you want to call me. You do not want to look like me. That's why I'm here to tell you, eat well. And with the help of my friend, my mentor, my muse, and cooking instructor, Tina, via Skype, you're going to learn to cook. Now, the very first thing you have to learn to make is something I like to call the miracle food. It's called simply bolognese. Or if you're trying to worm your way into somebody's heart, you sneak up beside them and you say, bolognese.
You need a big can of crushed tomatoes, a big can of peeled plum tomatoes, a little tiny can of tomato paste. No matter how small they make it, it's still 27 times as much as you're ever gonna need. You need a cheese grater and mozzarella.
Oh, Parmesan!
Yeah, that's right. You need a banana. You don't need a banana. And I highly recommend one of these high-top frying pans here. So I don't know what they're called.
Now be careful, because these things are gonna puff up like Val Kilmer, so don't open the door until you're ready to pull them out. Salted chicken! And I guarantee you will not find this on the American Heart Association's cafeteria menu. There is so much salt on this chicken, you're gonna retain more water than the Hoover Dam.
Trust me!
You gotta be careful, it's not size adjustable like this metal roasting pan. Now after you figure that out, and take your time. Here we are, a few weeks into the new year, and already your resolutions are flying off the road like a motorcycle in an oil slick. And when it comes out, this is what it's supposed to look like. Tina made this one over the holidays. It's perfect. This is how my first one turned out, kind of like Mount Vesuvius. Meet Doug. He doesn't have an ounce of fat on his body. How's he do it? Well, he starts off by putting these things on his feet. 9,000 holes. This guy makes Jack LaLanne look like a powder puff. Real men are gonna do something called dar una vuelta. It means, I don't know, to flip, something like that. You're gonna flip this thing like an omelet, except when you lift the pan, you're gonna realize it weighs about 25 pounds more than on any omelet you've ever seen. And here we go. Nice flip, Jose, nice flip. So I like to make eggs called...
We have an incoming call from Christina.
I'm not gonna answer that, because I know if I do, she's gonna Gordon Ramsay the whole mess up, and they're gonna come dancing out of the pan in ascots and berets.
Every oven, like every other girlfriend or boyfriend, is different. You gotta know it, how it works, so you don't overcook the meat. And if you don't know your oven, don't panic, just keep an eye on it.
You're gonna have enough food to last you until the next bowl game. Now, if you wanna be a winner, you gotta think like a winner. Now pay attention, we've only got time to go over this once, and you gotta hit the field. Guest number 1 comes in with bacon balls. It's a food. He goes wide for the end around to the coffee table. You run over and intercept him, but don't make him fumble. Help him put the plate on the table, because these bacon balls are gonna be your decoy food for the rest of your game. They're really tasty little things that don't take long to make either. All you do is hard boil some eggs, crack the shell off, wrap one piece of bacon around the long end, and one piece of bacon around the middle. Then you shove them in a muffin pan and stuff them in the oven at 400 degrees for 15 minutes. Then flip them over for another 10 minutes and plop them out. Now, I've been told by a certain woman, just like every other guy on the face of the earth, am I right, huh? Yeah. Oh, and I tend to listen to her, because she likes to make her point while waving around a knife.
You can build all sorts of things. Soup with these croquettes, or salad.
Let's get to the soup.
Don't forget the cranberry sauce.
I won't, I swear.
I love fresh garlic. You can put fresh garlic in pretty much anything but ice cream.
I had to stop her because I needed to breathe. I'm gonna whittle down the next 10 minutes to give you the gist of what she was saying. Use a lot of olive oil to keep it from drying out. What was that, 3 seconds?
Hot oven, because it's gonna sear it.
Well, I don't know much about the science behind this, but I strongly suspect there is none. Now, all these cooking magazines want to make things sound so sexy and tasty. Ooh, but the reality is you're cooking meat over a flame. Heat, meat, eat. Don't get sucked into food porn. Food trucks have multiplied like rabbits. There are over 4,000 of them in the country today, and they rake in over $2 billion worth of income annually. A keen judge of character, so she fed me a wild boar. How can a farmer raise a wild boar? Isn't that an oxymoron?
Well, I know, right.
Isn't that like biblically insensitive to have like veggie hot dogs next to like regular hot dogs?
As long as they're not on top of each other.
Well, that's another festival. He runs a restaurant in Flushing, New York called... what? Yeah, exactly. Well, he not only made food for the festival, like this delicious bibimbap and japchae, but he insisted on feeding me. I couldn't make him stop. This must be what Caligula felt like. Well, until they killed him.
Yes, take a taste. I bet you're gonna love it. Take a taste. I'm dying to know what it tastes like.